Well, since yesterday, we've had some more stuff pull up. Got this G900 propane here. Dave Waters out of Urbana, Illinois. I can't remember if it was here yesterday when I was filming or not, but he parked next to the 955, so I'll film it again. It's a very nice propane tractor. But this showed up yesterday afternoon in 1870 white, which is the first one of these I've seen in person. So basically, that is the exact same tractor as that, only painted red. And they were sent; those were sent to Canada. And this is probably a 74, I would guess, because it's got the white on the grill, but it could be a 73. I guess I'm not sure. Serial tags on these are so screwy, you just never know. But it's pretty cool that I think in 74 they didn't always paint the white on the hood, so this could be a 74. Then we got a 37 ZTU that showed up next year, and very nice restore on this tractor. Shows the history of the restoration here, and it's got really nice dealer decals on it. Wonder where those came from. I think they ordered those from me. I think they're on magnets, and this BF next to it, same thing's got the dealer decals on it, dresses it up. Trevor Botcher from Reedsville, Wisconsin brought these. They're both nice original Avery here, BF, Moline, and a really nice restore on this Z. Walk around the back. Looks like still belt pulley on the back of the BF, and very nice. Also, since yesterday, I've got this 50Z that has that's here. It was here yesterday. I just didn't see it in the display. Jetstar 3 Super. This G707 showed up propane. Nice looking tractor. Wheatland front. Glenberry out of Ottawa Lake, Michigan. And we got a nice M5, 1960 M5 Van Hansen. The narrow front. And a nice U here. In the we had a power unit also show up. Sitting here. Cheryl showed up yesterday, and she brought that LS300 manure spreader, and also this cabbed R arrived. Up here under the tent. Best place to be, because again it's really hard. 1940 R Bob Vivian, which I'll have to find Bobby's around here someplace. And then Cheryl brought this 37 Twin City Orchard sitting out front here. There's some other Molines around. I'm gonna look them up today and get them documented. Couple more Molines over here in the mayor's area. They brought this G1000 Wheatland front wheel assist with a cab. It's pretty cool. And then they brought their restored G550, which is a really cool tractor. I really like these. I think it's a neat size. Obviously it's all Oliver, just painted yellow, but I still think that's a really cool tractor. So they had this done. I think they had this at their winter show. They just finished it up, but very nicely restored. Of course, they got the back side of the Wheatland, and yeah, this is a nice 550. I would love to get one of these someday and do it, but they're extremely rare, and the chances of finding one pretty slim. They also have a 2155 propane here, which would be a 1355 Moline. So it's two of them here at the show. I didn't know this one was here until we just drove up here, and this has got it's propane. So this is a rare tractor with the cab on it, and it has no 3-point, but it does have PTO. It's got the more deluxe seat on it. and it looks original, pretty nice original. Oliver tag on the engine there. I got the extra suitcase weights on it. Inside it's had some, looks like a cab kit on it at some point, but pretty neat that there's two of these 2155s here, which is pretty rare. I kind of walked past this 1855, but now we realized, and Matt just looked at the serial tag. There's yellow underneath the green, and it's a Moline serial tag. Down there, see the MM, and on the hood, you can see the Minneapolis Moline underneath. So somebody, it's probably a dealer repaint, because somebody wanted a green tractor, not a yellow tractor, so they made it look like an Oliver. But it's all yellow underneath, so that's kind of cool too. So you got it sitting between the 2155 and the 550. Three pretty unique rare tractors right there in a row. So the parade is going on, and we got a bunch of guys firing up tractors to take out, get into the parade. They go right down the middle of the runway. But there's a 5020 coming here that's got like a Detroit in it. They just fired up that WA-17 over there. They got this 4640 John Deere coming up. Somebody's climbing in the 2155. So, pretty awesome. Take the 4430 front wheel assist on it. And he's rolling out. He had to open up all the cab doors. He was trying to get the windows open. It's got to be pretty hot up in there. That thing's just idling. Like, look at the rain cap. The rain cap isn't even moving. It's barely up. Just as smooth can be. Everybody's heading out for this parade.
Oh, look at this guy. Isn't this amazing? Take a look at this. This was a prototype back in the Vietnam War era, and apparently Uncle Sam wondered, or somebody wondered, if they could use these in the war effort. Sam Harris from Muncie, Indiana owns this 1966 prototype for the Vietnam War.
I bet that thing would float on the water. What do you think? We ought to try it? Do you think we ought to try it?
A reminder to say thanks to all of our veterans, including those from the Vietnam era. So have our highest regard, all veterans who served us.
John Baum from Appleton, Wisconsin. He's got 19 out of 500 ever built of these Sears Model A conversions right there. John Baum got a whole trailer load of them things.
He took one up to the Alaska State Fair. Went all the way. I think he's wearing his Alaska State Fair shirt, maybe. Here's a Super 8. Dennis Wirtz of Maysville, Kentucky has this 1951 tractor.
Then we've got a 1957 International 350. Maynard Moody from Milford Center, Ohio. Maynard driving 350 gas right there. Got power adjust rear wheels on it. 2-point hit. Really decked out.
You know, I don't think I've ever driven a 350. I've wanted to, but I don't think I've ever been on one. Maybe I'll get my chance this weekend.
Well, I had to show
I bet
that
all you have to do is just ask, Mac.
Massey,
You can drive
because that's
that
pretty
thing.
rare with those Terra tires, and I just noticed my uncle and Maynard were right behind on my uncle on that Supra. I helped him paint, and then Maynard on my uncle's 350. So just had to show those.
Chris Eddington has it.
Again, I don't claim my uncle anymore. He owns
A lot
red
of great
tractors.
collectors over in that Deer Mafia bunch. They get pretty excited about that.
Thank you, Aubrey.
Here's the 1972 Oliver 2155. And Ken Tover owns this tractor. It's from Darien, Wisconsin. Mr. Zimmerman, would you like to add something on this one?
There is hardly anything about a 2155 Oliver that you ever see. It's all Minneapolis.
Well, the front end's the Minneapolis, the rear end's Oliver. That was also another attempt to keep everybody happy.
And they did. It's like you say.
Got the unit harvester out here. We ran over here. We heard it was out here in the beans and we wanted to catch it. Driving along solid G705. Kind of running all over today, and came back over with their combining corn, and who do we see but old Mr. Niemeyer on his Massey Ferguson with his IH grain cart. Gonna probably run me over. He's probably got some of that beer in there that's called rhymes with Bud Light. I'm just saying, it's been known to enjoy some of those products. I don't know why. We're going to follow Eric over where he's going to dump out of his cart the number 10 IH grain cart. You can see the auger kind of can swing either side to side on the back. Going with that Massey 150. right into the getting it set up. This grain cart is in, Eric does in memory of Mike McDaniel, a good friend of his who was at the last show with us. Unfortunately passed away from cancer between the last show and this show, but at least Eric and he got to come to the last show and spend some time together. All right, Eric, what can you tell me about your rig here?
So the tractor is a 1966 Massey Ferguson 150. My wife's grandpa bought it brand new and used it on his small cattle farm down in southeast Ohio. The tractor's got a 1919 original hours on it, and by far the best running tractor on our farm. It can sit all winter long, and you hop on it and turn the key, it rolls over 3 times and it's running. Great little Perkins diesel engine. The number 10 grain buggy or auger wagon belonged to a good friend of mine, Mike McDaniel, who had used it for a number of years to feed hogs and bring in a little bit of grain as well. And it's just a lot of fun to play with these out here. Both of these have a heritage connection for this heritage feature at Half Century Progress. So a lot of fun.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm glad we get to see you using it, and we're looking forward to seeing you unload here in a minute. It's awesome how the back of the auger can swing from one side to the other, and it's very adjustable, which makes it pretty convenient for a lot of different applications.
Yeah, I think that was largely for using to fill feed troughs. You know, going through the barnyard and whatnot, you could kind of angle it down and you get the feed right into the trough without making a big mess. So we're going to try to do the same thing here, offloading this grain into this auger.
Nice, nice. Very good. And you got a, what, an 806 up there running the auger on the elevator there. So, yep, this will be fun. All right, they modified it. They're going to have Eric dump into this small grain cart. It's being pulled by this cool Cub Cadet tandem tractor here. So we got Eric's tractor running his grain cart, putting it into the little gravity wagon. 806 running it up. Going into that really big Kinsey grain cart. Hook up to that 470. Shooting it into that semi. Quite a setup here. Got that 9600 Ford back there waiting to come up and dump next. His grain truck just pulled up. Chevy 60. This thing is nice. He spent a lot of time doing this truck. Even the interior looks really good. Nice job on this truck. Matt and I came over to the pulling section and we were getting ready to head back over, and lo and behold, here's a Oliver 1355 puller. And this thing it's built and it looks like 585, I think, doesn't it, Matt? Yeah. It's 585. Set up.
Yeah, we went to a couple of tents over there.
Pretty cool setup here. I keep using the word cool. It's because we're sweating our butts off, I think, but yep, pretty good setup. They got an electric fan in there. They got it cleaned up inside. Nice paint job on it. They definitely, so the exhaust would and the air intake would be over here, and they've obviously changed all that up, probably putting this different injection pump on there for sure. Very nicely done. Just heading down the track and saw this G900, or actually the runway, G900 gasoline sitting down here. Pretty nice looking tractor. But she definitely carbureted. I don't see very many gasoline G900s. Very nice. Paint is nicely done on it. This looks like one of my decal kits, actually. Or they did their own. Weights on it. Dual PTO. Got the whole seat on there. Pretty nice looking G900 gasoline. Somebody spent some time on this one. And I have to look up what year it is. But I like it. Definitely like it.